Hello there guys, Billabay10k here, bringing you episode 6 of Make a Good 48-Hour Mega Man level, and we are on a new version of the game, version 1.0.2, there were some bug fixes and stuff, so I'm excited, more levels, let's do this, but before that, if anybody is enjoying this series so far, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and if you really want to support the channel out, please consider checking out my Ko-fi link down below, every little helps. Let's do stage 101 by Nixby9, short bass, score 25.50, 27, 41, 12, 22. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible scores. Let's do it. I see fire bars, which is interesting. Alright, like the music. Okay. We've got a very solid opening room. This is a decent, this is a decent challenge. Not really sure what that bubble just did. Did it just like float into the air? I was not paying attention to that side of the screen. Ooh. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder where these enemies come from. I've never seen them before. Ow. Okay, so they're like aliens. Oh my god, okay, all right. Damn it. I'm so bad at the jumping in this game, I swear to god. That's embarrassing. All right, let's just blaze through. We know what we're doing now. I'm guessing 2 charge shots is enough to get rid of these guys? Yeah. Go. Let's just jump past this guy. Woo. There we go, beautiful. Ah, that one's missing a texture on top there. That's worth noting. Aha. Few little fire bar challenges there. God damn it! What? What were those screen transitions? That should have just been like an instant death from there. You should be able to program it so that could have just been instant death. I'm really not very good at the, Come on. Come on. I can't remember, what's the one that goes through shields? Was it the Slash Claw? Oh, not Slash Claw, the Tengu Blade? Probably, yep. There we go. Careful. Up onto the fire bars up here. It's also an interesting transition from the last... Yeah, it's an interesting transition from the last screen because it kind of forces you onto, like... I don't know why that screen scrolls on past the ladder, is what I'm trying to say, I think. I mean, I like the design of the levels so far. I'm just not doing very good at basic Mega Man jumps because I'm not actually that good at these games. What a shock. What a surprise. Everyone's like, just use Rush or something, and it's like, I could. Or I could do it legitimately and feel powerful. Yeah, this should be like the edge of the screen. It shouldn't need to auto-scroll further. Like, do you get that? There we go, oh my god, okay, let's... Okay, alright. Oh, well. Okay. How am I supposed to avoid you? How was I supposed to avoid taking damage from that? At least I got a checkpoint, I'll take that. Nice, nice. Oh, that's cool. I like that sort of like... I kind of like that animation work in the background. There are a few little, like, iffy textures here and there, but for the most part, I think it's pretty cool. Oh, it's just random things are falling out of the tube. I've never seen that before. That looks really cool. I wonder where that comes from, because I'm pretty sure none of these are custom assets. They're all from, like, I assume from Mega Man. I'm not really sure what the point of that screen up there was. All right, what boss are we dealing with? Oh, Enka? I think? I can't remember which one you are. I know this is one of those, Mega Man robot killers. I don't remember what his name was. Is this Belade? Was that his name? I'm gonna look it up afterwards. I just remember these guys because I remember beta testing Mega Man Revenge of the Fallen, and they were enemies in that game. So, I know there's Enka, I know that, like, I'm pretty sure this guy's Belade, right? I can beat this guy, I'm just not playing very well at the moment. Well, I can definitely beat him. I can definitely beat him. That's not a hard pattern. I'm just playing badly. I'm not a Mega Man professional. I'm having fun though. Nope, that was bad. He's got a very good, like, he's very good at following me, which I've noticed. And he's also really fast, so I always end up jumping too late. Like, he's following where I'm gonna move to. He's like, honestly, if as a Mega Man killer, yeah, he's doing his goddamn job, right? He is certainly making me feel like I'm gonna get Mega Man killed. Do I have an E-tank? No. I have a weapon tank, but I want to kind of do this guy Buster only. I kind of feel like I want to take him out. Can you not, like, lock me? Like, he's got a very high hitbox. That's my issue, is I keep hitting his hitbox when I try and jump over him. But that's the only way you can avoid him is by jumping him, so I've just got to get good. Yeah, I think this guy is Belade, because I think there was Enka, there was Punk, and then there was Belade. You know, I'm gonna have to use a Robot Master weapon. This isn't happening. This isn't going well for me right now. I'm sorry, Mega Man veterans who, like, know how to deal with this guy. I'm sorry, I'm letting you all down. I knew this would be his weakness, though. Of course it was. There we go. Okay, so the level starts off fairly strong, actually, here. And then it kind of loses steam in the second half. I also wasn't a fan of the mini-boss because it didn't necessarily feel like there was a way to avoid the mini-boss Buster only. It felt like you would maybe need to use a utility to get up and over it as it charges towards you. And then those last few rooms in the level were just kind of empty and meaningless and didn't really give me anything. It didn't really say anything to me. So, I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag. I kind of wish those little bubble enemies had been used more. I kind of wish the saw blade enemies had been used a little bit more. I kind of wish there was just a little bit more added to it, that's all. And that one gimmick of the enemies that fell out of the little tube, the little grey tube, that should have been a feature of the second half of the level as opposed to a feature of one room of the second half of the level. If they had managed to mutate and build upon what they already had, I think that would have been much more interesting for the level. So let's see what the judges had to say. Short Base by Palmer John, Design 7, Creativity 3, Function 6, Fun 6, and Aesthetics 5 for a 27 out of 100. This one is pretty plain. It's really short and lacking in any substance. No gimmick is used more than one screen, and the enemies are only used for slightly more than that. The whole level looks extremely plain and kind of forgettable. Also, there are several spots where the jumps are just plain awkward. Like, they aren't challenging, but if you don't creep towards the edge of the platform, you'll sometimes just hurl yourself into the black abyss. On top of other minor things like the room where the camera looks really off, the whole level is just uncreative. It meets the bare minimum of getting into the contest without being a troll level. One main aspect of the contest is finding new and creative uses for dev kit assets, where this one barely even uses them. At least the name of the level is fitting. Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only person who was slightly weirded out by the fact that I was just failing some very awkward jumps. And I think the Parmesan kind of hit on a lot of the things that I had an issue with, so nice. PK Ouija, 11 for design, 6 for creativity, 10 for function, 9 for fun, and 5 for aesthetics for a total of 41 out of 100. Short is right. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I think there were some challenges, but I'm not entirely sure. Mjak, 0 for design, 1 for creativity, function 9, 2 fun, aesthetics 0 for a total of 12. No offense, but what even is this level? By which I mean, what is this level supposed to be thematically? I mean, the title checks out, sort of. It's short, and it's base. Well, basic, really, but what else? This is probably the biggest pitfall MagMammal levels fall into in this contest alone. It feels like there were 24 totally nondescript levels named something like Lab, Base, Lab, and they all blend together. When I play a level, my experience is always hampered when I can't answer questions like, is it day or night, or are we indoors or outdoors? You don't need to break new ground aesthetically. There's a well-worn set of video game location tropes at your disposal: Fire Factory, the sewer, Scary Forest, and the dev kit provides you with the tile sets necessary to make any of these levels. A lot of people understandably think that level design should come before aesthetics and theming, that how a level looks is window dressing, and that the skeleton of the level design should come first. Levels like this expose the folly in that thinking. Not only do players experience the skeleton and the set dressing simultaneously, with the latter informing their impressions of the former, but without a clear and unifying theme in mind, the level designer won't know what the skeleton should look like either. Preach it! I agree so heavily with this, and I think I'm starting to get why Mjak had so many issues with past levels, because clearly a lot of people in this contest did not understand that aesthetics are just as important as the gameplay. You need to have a balance. You cannot skew one way or the other. And I think that this is an incredibly important review that future MagMammal contestants should read. And Frems, Design 6, Creativity 3, Function 5, Fun 5, Aesthetics 3 for a total of 22 out of 100. Well, it was short, and I guess it does resemble a base. Most enemies were one-and-done deals. The gimmicks appeared once and nothing unique was done with them. Most of the level was empty. Don't know what else to say. It was a short base, but there really wasn't anything inside, so that's that, I suppose. Alright, well, I guess it's time for level 100, and I think we're almost at the end of the tier, so that's pretty exciting. 100th place, Boshi Gol Gravaman Inc. Score 28. 31-19, 44-18. Okay, so Jacques actually preferred this compared to the other judges, but there was a -2 function penalty. Let's do it. Okay, alright, Sonic Studiopolis Zone. Flipping gravity since 1992. Alright. Okay. I like the gimmicks so far. I like the very minimalistic palette style. That's quite nice. The music is very loud, so I'm gonna talk a little bit away from my, Oh, that was a bit weird. I see. I see what it wants from me. There we go, that's what it wanted. That was a little bit finicky, not gonna lie. Okay. I get exactly what this one's asking. I think this is actually a very interesting level so far. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm already very uncomfortable with just how it plays. Oh, and those are instant death. Oh no. All right, I'm turning the music down. I've got to get that music down a bit on my end. Oh, that's better. It probably isn't turned down for you guys, but I have a thing on my PC where I can turn things down myself. Okay, so I have to be very careful with those rooms. All right, gotcha. And I can't just use Rush to go through it because I don't think Rush will be upside down. I don't know. I really like the idea that this level is kind of giving so far, though. Like, it's pretty fancy, especially when compared to everything else we've had to deal with so far in this contest. There we go. Oh my god, how long does this room go on for? My god. I mean, at least at this point, I'm kind of used to how the anti-grav is meant to control. Woo! Alright, that was good. That was fun. And there's a checkpoint too. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Oh, and I just take damage when coming in. Alright. Cool. That's fair, I guess. Nah. Ah, that's slightly disappointing though, because there were a lot of interesting gimmicks there, and they just haven't been used correctly. In the sense that, like, there was so much more you could do with that gimmick, and you didn't. I mean, just thinking about it, like, there were so many, like, interesting potential setups. I do like this boss, though. I do like the idea of this boss. I'm a little bit thrown off because I'm not very good at controlling anti-grav, but... And also, why are the weapon power-ups over there? You can't reach them. Alright, wait for it. There we go. This is like battling the Windows, like, DVD logo. Can't remember the exact name of the DVD thing, but you know what I mean. The DVD logo where it would always, like, spin around and it's like everyone's waiting to see if it lands in the corner, stuff like that. That's very much what this boss fight is. And I kind of love it. Oh, it hit the corner! Did you see that, actually? That was a very late reaction to it hitting the corner, but it did. That's kind of hype. Gotcha. Oh, there's more! Wait. No! Okay, no, there's more to the level! Oh, fantastic! Okay, I was really worried that was the boss. Oh, fantastic. You know what? That makes me very happy. That being said, I am going to use the, well, this is horrifying. I am going to destroy this chicken. There we go. Uh-oh. That's so nice and cool. Oh no. Oh, and gravity is fixed. There's just a question mark. That felt cheap. Now that felt cheap. That was very much not well telegraphed at all. Ah, shoot, that's over. Okay, there we go. I have no health, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, I see what it wants. I see what it wants from us. I don't necessarily like that, though. Not the biggest fan. Because it feels like I'm not, like, moving fast enough to do this right, you know? Oh, it's only if I jump that everything flips. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was just you flip around irregardless of whether you jump or not. I guess that's a little bit nicer. Also, damn, I didn't realize that bolts despawn that quickly. Ah! That is, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That is a very weird room. And a very precise room. I feel like that needed to introduce us to the gimmick it was showing before actually, like, forcing us to deal with it. Go on, Beat. Kill it. And it's gone. Cool. Bye, Beat. Yeah, not a fan of that gimmick there. Not a fan at all. Like, it's got a little question mark in the corner to kind of make you think, ooh, what it? Okay, I got through that, but I don't want to do that again, so let's... No. I don't know, can Search Snake do the job? There we go. Don't kill me. Do not kill me right now. I will be very upset if I get killed right now. I mean, if there's one thing I can say, that certainly using the gravity mechanics. Not the gravity mechanics, the enemies, sorry, that's what I was after, not gravity mechanics, the different enemies here are all being used effectively. Just that one room with the spikes did not need to be there. Oh, I see. We're playing Simon Says. Okay, I like that. That was fun. Better do not fall in. Great, thanks. Right, because there's no checkpoint, and that would be incredibly cruel. If I miss this. I was gonna say, if I missed that, I'd be very upset. I'm just going through the door. I'm not even gonna bother fighting. I'm just gonna take the checkpoint and I'm gonna go. Gravity Man? Yeah. Okay, I know how to deal with Gravity Man, assuming this is base Gravity Man fight. It is. Okay, cool. I do like the attention to detail with using the Sonic music because they were using Studiopolis Zone, so the Sonic boss music is being used. That's cool. God damn it. I wanted to do no hit. Ah, good old gravity, man. Alright. Overall, I enjoyed that level more than all of the other ones I've played. That one actually, like, felt like a real level. It felt like a genuine, legitimate level. My issue comes from, firstly, the length of the first ladder room. It went on just a tiny bit too long for my tastes. Secondly, that room with the spikes. What was the point of that room? What was the point of that room? Seriously. It was in the middle of everything. It didn't need to be there. You take that room out, the level is infinitely better. Everything else in the level was honestly quite solid. I mean, some of the enemies were placed a little bit haphazardly and could probably have been placed a little bit more interestingly, but not a terrible level by any means, just a few terrible rooms that bring it down a little bit. So let's have a look at what the judges thought. Okay, Parmesan gave it a 9 for design, 5 for creativity, 7 for function, 7 for fun, and 3 for aesthetics. Dr. Wily should really just make a Gravy Man to be besties with Meatball Man. Really though, please use a background, even if it's simple. I know running out of time happens, but this looks really, really bad. Otherwise, a lot of the rooms just feel samey and tedious. You make the person run back and forth with the switches, but every room just feels like that with varying degrees of cramped. The upside down ladder section is pretty cool, but also too long, which means small mistakes are just frustrating instead of a good challenge. The level somehow feels like a mix of barren and cramped, which I didn't know was possible. Try again, but this level just missed the mark. That does make me think, the aesthetics, I actually kind of liked the minimalist aesthetic. I like the color palette. That being said, if the light blue at the background maybe was actually just a default texture, then okay, that doesn't seem as good. I wouldn't know that or not. But I thought this sort of like neon color palette with the pastels, I think was quite nice. Although it does contrast with what was outside of the building. So, I don't know, I think this one really does come down just completely to personal taste. PK Ouija, 5 for design, 3 for creativity, 6 for function, 2 for fun, 3 for aesthetics, and -2 penalty, right, because of the function. Oh dear, this was a mess. Like, there was clearly some thought behind this, but it just wasn't good. The best example is the room with the black background and the question mark. It's impossible to tell what you're supposed to do the first time around. And the fact the checkpoint is in the room before that, which already takes a bit to get through, it's frustrating. And would it hurt to make a background? I think it's also worth noting that a lot of the rooms are a little bit tedious to go back through. I completely agree, the room before the question mark room is just a little bit overly tedious, especially when you know what you're doing, and you kind of just have to go through the motions and do that again and again and again, and that, I get that. Alright, M-Jacques. 11 for design, 10 for creativity, 7 for function, 14 for fun, and 2 for aesthetics. You know, maybe it's the funky fresh music, or maybe I just feel sympathy for people who submit weird levels with a lot of gravity flipping, but I actually kind of enjoyed this one, and I'm not sure it's all that poorly designed either. It's one of those levels like Cardinal Man. Oh, I remember Cardinal Man! Where even though the level doesn't make sense and scans as though it was designed by an improperly trained neural net, there actually seems to be logic behind the choices here, even if it's more than a little wonky. There are also a couple of genuinely clever moments here. For instance, the realization that in reverse gravity and in section 2 blocks high, you can be hit by Coco's offspring and stray Jamakis, but you can't shoot them back without jumping. That's a smart find. And while at first I was totally flabbergasted by the mystery room, I have to admit that on my second playthrough, it was kind of cool to breeze through it once I knew the path. It's kind of hard to single out problems in this level without saying, well, you know, this is pretty weird, and then sort of vaguely gesturing towards the overall stage design. But unlike many of the what levels in this series, this one actually kind of works from a play perspective. And lastly, Frems, 4, 5, 7, 1, 1, for a total of 18. There's a legitimate room in this level where the game says, you know, you can just fling yourself into these spikes 500 times because there's no way to predict where the gravity will flip. Have fun. That was my issue with that room. There was no way to know how far you needed to step in the room for the gravity to flip. And that's what caused most of my deaths. And then there's the rest of the level too, which is also not great. I mean, you and I played the same level just now. I think I can leave it at that. I disagree that the level was terrible or something. I think there were a lot of good ideas there. I think there were a lot of good rooms in there. I think overall the cohesiveness just wasn't fully there. Some of the rooms worked really well. Some of them I feel needed a bit more playtesting just to function more. And overall, I think that's probably my favorite level out of the ones in this tier so far, so I understand why it's here. But, it's worth thinking about. So thank you for watching this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed episode 6 of Make a Good Mega Man 48-hour level game. I didn't say the title correctly. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode where we hop on this green footholder and I see where it takes us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.